The empty house. Sarah had always been a night owl, often working late into the night on her art. Her house sat at the edge of a small, quiet town, surrounded by a thick forest. The neighbors rarely visited, and the only sound was the rustling of leaves or the occasional hoot of an owl. But Sarah liked the solitude. It helped her think, helped her create. One night, as she sat at her easel, painting under the dim light of a single lamp, she heard a noise. It was faint, like the creak of a floorboard. Her brush paused mid-stroke. Her house was old, and sounds like that weren't uncommon. The wood settled, the pipes groaned, but something about this sound felt different. It was too distinct, too deliberate. She put down her brush and listened. The house was silent again. She stood up and walked down the hallway toward the staircase. As she reached the top step, the floor creaked beneath her feet, but she stopped short when she heard another creak, this time from the floor below her. Her heart began to race. Sarah strained her ears, waiting for another noise. For a long moment, there was nothing but silence. Then, there it was again. A faint shuffle, as though someone was moving slowly through the living room downstairs. Sarah grabbed her phone and dialed her best friend, Emily. "Hey, I think someone's in my house," she whispered urgently. Emily, half asleep, groaned on the other end of the line. "What? Are you sure? Maybe it's just the house settling again." "No, this is different," Sarah insisted. "I heard footsteps. Stay where you are, I'm coming over." Hanging up, Sarah clutched the phone in her shaking hand and crept toward her bedroom. She shut the door quietly and locked it. She listened again, but the house had gone silent once more. After what felt like an eternity, she heard a car pull up outside. Emily had arrived. Sarah cautiously made her way downstairs to let her in. As soon as she opened the door, Emily rushed in, flashlight in hand. "Okay, let's check the place out," Emily said, trying to sound brave. The two women searched the house, but there was no sign of anyone. No open windows, no disturbed furniture. Everything was as it should be. "I told you it was probably nothing," Emily said with a relieved chuckle. Sarah nodded, but something still felt off. The house felt wrong. After Emily left, Sarah tried to settle back into her work, but the uneasy feeling persisted. She was about to head to bed when her phone buzzed. A message from Emily. "Let me know if you hear anything else tonight." Sarah started typing a response when another message came in, this one without a notification sound. "I'm still inside." Sarah froze, staring at the screen. The message came from Emily's number, but the tone was chillingly unfamiliar. Before she could react, there was a slow, deliberate creak from the hallway behind her.